Alright, do I have sound? Hello? Sounds like I do. Okay, let's start it. Let me just, hang on. Let me just, okay, there we go. Alright, let me just make sure everything is correct. Okay, should be. Alright, well, let's start then. Hoot hoot, my lovelies, how have you been? Oh boy, today I am a little bit nervous, not going to lie, because we're going to be doing something new and different. Well, I suppose we already did this a few times, but not in the format we're doing. Hello, Tinas, hello, Janie, welcome, welcome, y'all. Because today we're going to try some new things. We're going to do a random stream, and I will be accepting donations to react to content. It can be videos, it can be anime, it can be whatever you want. We'll work it out. And I should probably have put something in my overlay or something. But yeah, I have set up a little button on my Twitch. If you go to my Twitch channel, you should be able to find it somewhere down there. Yeah, you gotta go to the About tab, and there's a big donate button. Little donate button with a little guy. And if you click it, you can give me some money. And then you can request me to watch some stuff. So yeah, we'll be trying that. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how popular that is, but people have expressed interest, so we'll look into it. We'll look into it. Why not? If that's what the people want, I can do it. I'm happy to provide. I have not tested the the donate button at all, so maybe don't send anything too expensive to begin with. If just if it turns out something has gone wrong, and yeah, we'll do that. And the React streamer apparently got a way to break to log in to Streamlabs, but I'm sure I got a little bit lined up. Cool. All right, yeah, like we'll be doing stuff, and yeah, meanwhile, I have some other ideas of little things we can do. Failing everything. Worst case scenario, can always bring out the old Mystic Quest again. Mystic Quest is good, for situations like this because you can just pop it in and it takes minimal brain power. But yeah, we'll figure things out. And I guess we can just talk about other things over here. So what all have I been doing? Well, I've mostly been playing Ultima Online. To no surprise. I also started playing the first spin-off of Ultima 6 called Savage Empire. It's bad. It's quite bad, unfortunately. Doesn't have anything that I liked about Ultima 6. It's just bad. Kind of unfortunate, but yeah, it is. It is what it is. Don't want to give too many opinions right now. I don't think I'm gonna have much to say because it just sucks. Like it's just a very badly made game. Like it apparently was made to be a just a quick spin-off to cash in on the fact that, oh yeah, we have this whole engine made for Ultima 6, and we decided that every mainline Ultima game is going to be a whole new engine that pushes the technology further. But let's make a quick spin-off with the engine of Ultima 6 just to get some more money. And boy, it shows. It shows. It's a really lazy fucking game. It's not fun to play at all, and I decided I would just use a walkthrough just to get it done with. I don't want to engage with this game any further. Um, and other than that, I've been playing Mario Ultimate Online. Things have been slow. We did our dungeon dive, which went okay, and then now I'm mostly just farming for major points, which take a lot of time to level up and take a lot of money, but thankfully now my major is high enough that I can cast Explosion with some degree of success, and that means that now I don't need to just go to the temple and cast invisibility on myself over and over. I can actually go out and fight monsters to train my major. Yes, fun. Because it deals so much fucking damage. There's also a little bit of the delay between when you cast Explosion and when the enemy actually takes damage, which makes it even more satisfying because you can walk away from the explosion. And yeah, it's really cool to see the big number. And yeah, that also means that it's a lot quicker to farm for money for reagents so that I can keep training, because with invisibility I'm not making any money by just casting invisibility on myself, but explosion I'm killing monsters and getting money, so it's good. I haven't played today at all. I played some more Savage Empire instead. Probably gonna play more after the stream. Maybe I could play on stream. I don't know how interesting that would be. Because it is a pretty slow, trudging game, but I don't know, maybe it could be fun. By the way, if anyone sends me something, tell me in chat. Because I again I don't know how well things got set up, so I don't know if I'm gonna get a notification of any kind. I assume PayPal is gonna send me a notification, but well, yeah, you know, send me money. We're trying things out here, so tell me, how much you send. But anyways, what else? What else? Yeah, we yesterday there was a game night on Ultima Online, because you can play a number of games in the game. Like you can play chess and backgammon, which nobody fucking knows how to play, so we didn't play that. We can play checkers too, and so yeah, I played around checkers against the local librarian, lost. But then we played an epic chess match, which I ended up winning. It took like probably an hour. It's a good thing we weren't timing it. We weren't using like timers. But yeah, like I eventually won, and it's satisfying because I don't win at chess often. But I feel so big brain by winning at chess. It's cool. And yeah, that was fun. Yeah, it's fun. Ultima Online is quite fun. What else have I been doing? Yeah, I bought Hyper Light Drifter, which I have not touched yet because because I don't know if the game will require me to use the analog stick, and my analog stick's faulty. So I'll play that shortly, I guess. And on the subject, I guess one thing we could do while we're here is I could look at my current list of games to stream. All the things that I got lined up. I think that could be interesting. So let's see. Yeah, I have a bit of a list of games that I accrued, some interest on. They'll be like, games that I'll possibly play on stream. I guess you can look at that and gauge some interest from all interested parties. Lists indeed. Let's see. Can I show a notepad thing here? Okay, maybe I can. Let's find out. Let's find out. No, oh, I can't. Looks crunchy, but hopefully can. can be shown. Okay, yeah, let's look at the list, shall we? This is the list. The list is amazing. USD or real per minute. I set it up on real, to make it easier. But in general, 5 reais is $1, so you can go with that. So I just figured it makes it a little bit more fair for everyone if it's $1. Is there anything from after 2010 here? Probably. Oh, there's definitely stuff from after the 2000s, absolutely. So yeah, like here we have the definitelys. These are games that will absolutely stream sooner or later, not necessarily in order, but definitely stuff that I will stream no matter what. So Terranigma Trilogy, we are going through that. Ooh, I got a little notification. It's too small for me to see. But okay, yeah, got some money. Definitely got some little money. And also AI viewers. We can get rid of them. Let's get rid of them. There we go. The bots, they're evolving. Yeah. That one didn't even get flagged as suspicious. Twitch, you're skimping out. Okay, let me see. I did get a donation. Okay, let me look at it. I'll look at it on my mobile real quick as soon as this fucking thing loads. Okay. Ooh, that's quite a bit of money. Thank you. Do I see the comment? Let's see. I'm not really sure how to see like any comments on what. Maybe if I open it on PayPal. I suppose I can open it in browser, which makes it a lot easier. Let's just do that. I am not really a phone type of gal, so I gotta do what you gotta do. Let's see. Oh wait, that's the wrong password. Alright. Okay. Does it show any comments? It doesn't really. That is kinda odd. Let me look up how to see any. Because I assume you left a comment like what you want me to watch. Let's see. Stream elements, how to see. Done tipping, I guess. Okay, guess I gotta go to stream elements. All right. Let's see. You can probably find it somewhere on here. Like I say, y'all gotta bear with me for a little bit because things are scary. What is this? I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I gotta go to my dashboard. Okay. I should. Okay. There we go. I found it. Okay, all good. We did it. All right. I found it. I have the link. Janie. Thank you for the money. 150 real. That's a lot of money. Thank you very much. That actually will help me a lot. Will keep the little guy fed and me. The little guy eats way more than you would think. Alright, well, I'll look at that in a little bit. I guess we can just gonna look at the list real quick. If anyone wants to give more money, always welcome. Okay. So yeah, the Terranigma trilogy is what we're going through right now. Next stream, we will start Terranigma proper. It will be great, I hope. Don't have much to say about that one. You all know what the deal with that is. But after that, there's a few games, that I can always slot in, which are Wild Arms for the PS1. That's a game that I have really wanted to play for the longest time. I have played a number of the Wild Arms games. I definitely enjoy them a lot. And I would want to start with the first one for the PS1, which I played a little bit. I got a little bit turned off by how high the encounter rate is, but I think it can be fun. I think, we played games with high encounter rates, so I think it could be fun to play on stream because I really want to. I think those games deserve more attention, and I need to, I need to actually finish one of them. So yeah, and I would like to play more of the series as well, but for now, Wild Arms 1 is the one that's lined up. Not sure if that's what I'm going to play immediately after Terranigma, but it's possible. Then of course there's Breath of Fire 1 and Breath of Fire 3 and 4, all which I will definitely play at some point. Not one after the other, obviously, but I talked about this before of making Breath of Fire like an yearly tradition. So I definitely would like to play at least one of them. Probably gonna play Breath of Fire 1 first because, again, 2 was a thesis statement. 1 is not as interesting, I think, but it's still worth checking it out. I think it can be fun. From what I recall, it's less bonkers than Breath of Fire 2. I think it would be fun. So, and 3 and 4, I heard they're very good. So, I definitely would like to play them. 5 is also likely in the future, but I think that one's a PS2 game. So, yeah, it would be cool to do the whole series at some point, except for 6, obviously. Because 6 is a gacha game that doesn't exist anymore. Tales of Symphonia is a big hole in my repertoire. It is a game that is very highly praised, and I absolutely need to play it. It's for the PS1, I believe, but there's also a version on Steam, which I can look into. There's no excuse to not having played it, so I should absolutely play it at some point. And yeah, we're definitely going to do that. I don't know much about it, other than that it's a very well-regarded game, so definitely will look into that. Final Fantasy Tactics, as I mentioned before, another game that I absolutely need to play. It is highly regarded for the PS1. It is a tactics game. I remember playing a little bit of it. Didn't quite gel very well with me, but that was years ago. I am willing to give it another shot. Everyone talks very highly of Final Fantasy Tactics. There's no reason for me not to play it. So definitely gonna play it at some point. But then we get to the more weird stuff that's up for consideration. So first of all, our Tonelico series for the PS2 and PS3. I believe 3 is for the PS3 and 1 and 2 are for the PS2. These games I have a big interest on. They are, they're very known for their amazing music, and I fuck with them a lot, and I really, really would like to play them at some point. I realize I should probably make this smaller because the chat is in white, and that will block the chat. Yeah, this should probably be easy enough to see. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Artonelico. Sadly, it has no re-releases of any kind, But if they ever drop on Steam, I will probably absolutely stop everything I'm doing and play them. So yeah, those are games that I really want to play, and uh, but here's the thing, like I need a better PC if I'm going to emulate PS2 stuff, and even more if I'm going to emulate PS3 stuff. But yeah, like I saw Tina talk about, like, wouldn't Nier Automata be really hard on your PC? Yes, like this is a list of things that are for consideration that might require a PC upgrade. So that's why they're not like lined up indefinitely as well. Otherwise, our Tonelli would definitely be here somewhere. Their police is here. Oh no. Yeah, Lunar for the PS1 is a game that could probably be up here as well because it is a fun little RPG, very anime. It is for the PS1. There's a few versions actually, but I'll probably play the PS1 version. It's interesting. It has some interesting gameplay. I've watched the Let's Play of it. I remember not really fucking with the story very much, but I think it could be fun to go through it. As a little project. I think it could be fun. Nier Automata is a game that I own on Steam. It is, also very highly regarded. I don't know how feasible it would be to play on stream, but I think it could be interesting, definitely. Again, would definitely require a PC upgrade. But yeah, everyone says good things about it. I would love to play it. And yeah, like definitely, like there's another one that's definitely happening as soon as I get a PC upgrade. Trails game, I don't know much about the Trails series, so I would be definitely interested in getting into it. It's kind of hard for me to get information because I don't think there's anyone I know who's a big Trails head. I think Cure knows some stuff about Trails, but they haven't shown up online very recently, so yeah, I don't know. I would need to look into it, but definitely would be interested in trying out some of the Trails games, but would require some research. Killer 7, again, another game I will definitely play at some point, but I need a PC upgrade. There is a version on Steam that might actually be possible to stream. I don't know, it was a GameCube game. I don't know how difficult or not that would be. But yeah, it's a crazy game, insane game that I definitely would like to play, I think. Like I have a big interest in all of Suda51's, um, like her repertoire, and I definitely like to start with Killer 7. Definitely like to play No More Heroes as well. But again, yeah, definitely requires a PC upgrade at some point. Resident Evil 2 and 3 are happening. They're going to be Halloween specials. Of course, Resident Evil 2 probably gonna play later this year for Halloween. Halloween! So look forward to that. 3, I guess next year. And yeah, like we're definitely playing through those. Not much else to say. You know what to expect. There will be giant spiders. I'm sorry. I know I can't say much. Take a running Killer 7 on low specs or whatever hardware. We can assume it's high requirements. Yeah, like that's the thing. It's hard to know. Like when the games are on Steam, it's hard to know because emulators are more difficult to stream. They're a bit more taxing on the PC. But when it comes to like re-releases on Steam, it's harder to tell. I don't know. It's something to look into. There's some wise right hiding the unscroll part. No. Okay, so here we have 3 games for the Saturn: Dragon Force, Panzer Dragoon Saga, and Shining Force 3. I got these from Majular's Saturn RPG videos. They seem to be the more interesting ones for me. So I added them to the list. Not sure how I would go about playing them because Saturn emulation is known to be pretty difficult. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And yeah, like Shining Force, another series I don't know much about. Would have to look into some of the others in the series. Zero of Evermore, I might slot as a side game at some point because again, it's a game that's made in the same engine as Secret of Mana, but seems to be a lot more interesting. I'd be willing to play that. I think it could be fun. Other Mana games, like again, just because Secret of Mana was a bad time, I wouldn't be opposed to playing other Mana games. I think it could be fun to see some of the other ones. I know very little about the other games in the series, other than Trials of Mana, which I probably wouldn't play on stream. Other Tales of games, again, we'll cross the bridge after we're done with Symphonia. But definitely is another series that I think could be worth prodding into. Star Ocean for the SNES, don't really know much about it, but I think I've heard good things, so I think it could be interesting to look into it. Snooch Game and the sequel for the PC. This is a game that I think I learned from Yakuman. It's like a visual novel made by like 4chan, which is apparently surprisingly good. I think it could be fun to look into it as a sighting maybe at some point. It's on consideration. I just think it could be fun. Parasite for the PS1. Is that the furry one? It's the scaly one, I guess, because they're dinosaurs. And yeah, Parasite for the PS1 is kind of a Resident Evil-like, but RPG, which I watched the Let's Play of. I think it could be fun to play. Definitely one that I think could be interesting to stream. I don't know how well I'd get along with it, but I think it could be fun. I think it could be fun to look at for sure. It's a very unique game at the very least. Legacy of Kain is a series that I've heard many good things about, but it's one of those series that has a very strange like history of like its development. I believe the first game was like a dungeon crawler or something, and then after that they made it into like an action platformer. It's a whole thing, but I heard great things about it, so definitely would be interested in trying it out. But I would need to actually look into it a bit more. Pyre for the PC is a game that I own. It's like this weird fantasy soccer game that I had a lot of interest in. It's by Supergiant, but it's very different from all the other stuff that Supergiant made. So definitely think it would be cool to check it out. But again, probably would require better hardware. Warcraft 3 is one that I think could be really fun to do. But I need to check out how to actually set it up because it's an old PC game. Those tend to be kind of weird. And I don't think you can get it on official stores anymore because Blizzard released a remaster version, which I don't want to fucking play. I want to play the original. Fuck you. And I supplies. It's me, Mario. Look, there's a difference between reading supplies and reading supplies. So I don't take fault for that. Hello, sister. Welcome, welcome. If you wanna make me watch anime, you can check the button down below under the About tab and give me money. Okay. Fucking hell. So yeah, I would have to see how to set up Warcraft 3. I definitely think this one could be really interesting because it would be the first time playing a real-time strategy in the channel, so y'all see me absolutely make a clown of myself. Suikoden series I've heard many good things about, but don't really know anything about, so I would have to look into it, but yeah, it's very, very well regarded. The Grand String Saga, this one is a weird one because I'll definitely talk more about this, but apparently it's a spiritual successor of the Terranigma trilogy that not many people like. Therefore, I think it would make for a very interesting, stream, a game to stream. the list of all games you plan on streaming. Yeah, it's games they're up for consideration. There's a few they're already lined up that I would definitely stream. I guess I could add Resident Evil 2 and 3 here as well. They're Halloween episodes. And then there's others that are up for consideration. Some require a PC upgrade, but others I could play it in time. I just dump any interesting games that I think could make for interesting streams here. So yeah, like it's just a big list of that. And yeah, the Grand Stream Saga, I think it could be a lot of fun to check out because nobody talks about this game and I want to see what the fuck this is about. Deus Ex for the PC would be very interesting. I have to find the best way to actually run it because again it has like re-releases and whatnot, but I want the vintage experience, so I want to look into that. It probably is quite hard to set up, I wouldn't imagine, because it's pretty old, but you know, I'm sure I can figure something out. It's a very classic immersive sim that there's no reason I shouldn't have played, so definitely would be a fun one to play on stream. Xenogears for the PS1. This one a little mixed on because it is a very well regarded RPG. I remember trying to watch HC Bailey's Let's Play, but it's a very talky game, so I don't know. Like I think it could maybe be interesting, but we'll see. It's one of those PS1 games that is a classic, so I feel I should play it. I don't know how interesting it would be to stream, but we'll figure it out. Bioshock, another omission from my lexicon that I should rectify. I don't know how easy this one would be to stream, but it's out there, and yeah, like it's also shooter, I believe, with that's also kind of immersive sim ish. I don't know. It's a game that I ignored for a long time. Didn't really vibe with, but I think I definitely should play it, if only as an important piece of gaming history. And I heard many great things about. So yeah, definitely on my radar. Dino Crisis is another series of uh, PS1 horror games that I remember being also pretty spooky, even though it's dinosaurs instead of zombies. But it has that atmosphere. I remember it being fun when I played as a young one. Could be another Halloween special after we're done with the Resident Evils. I think it could be fun. Resident Evil 1 Remake, I talked about this. I think it could be interesting to check out the differences because it's quite different, but it's not a complete remake. So, and it would be fun to, I guess, play Chris' side of the story in that one, which is hard mode. Definitely would like to check it out, compare and contrast. In general, I think it looks considerably worse than the original, but hey, I think it could be interesting to look into. Bravely Default for the DS, I think, is a series of like RPGs that kind of try to capture that old school style. I heard many good things about, so I'd be interested in playing. It does have that potato look that a lot of Square's, like B games have, which I'm not a huge fan of, but heard great things about, so it could be fun. Shadowrun for the SNES, I've talked about it before. The Shadowrun Returns trilogy is one of my favorite game series ever. Like Hong Kong is an amazing game, and the other two are also pretty good. There is an original Shadowrun game for the SNES, which I think would be really fun to play. I think yeah, this one definitely want to play at some point. Halloween Hack is Toby Fox, stupid Earthbound hack that he made. long before Undertale. It's a bad idea to play this. Do not let me play this. It would be hilarious for sure, but yeah, like I don't let me play this. If I say I want to play this, convince me otherwise. But it would be really funny. There's a lot of slurs in this game. Etrian Odyssey, it's on Steam. I heard good things too. It seems to have a very interesting class system. I would like to play it. I don't know much about it, but hey, a big meaty class system is always something that gets a game on my radar. So yeah, I'd definitely be interested in doing that game. Valkyria Chronicles is a game that I used to kind of dismiss, but then I watched K-Bash's video on it, and it's like, oh, actually, this game seems pretty good, actually. So that could be fun to play. It's on PC, and yeah, like it's a anime World War II shooter, and like it is like it is like a hybrid of turn-based strategy with FPS. It seems really interesting actually, and I would like to give it a shot. It seems quite silly, but I think I think it would be a fun time. And again, you would get to see me suck at strategy games, which is always a plus, I think. I don't like shooters, and Bioshock's incredible. Yeah, I heard many good things about it, so definitely would like to play it. Until the Uma Bomber, but I made him buy a Trilogy for me and played for 2 days. Damn, Amy moment. Classified Amy moment. That's alright. Dishonored for the PC is a game that I used to own for the PS3, but it is a game that doesn't benefit very much from playing in a tiny, bad TV, so I didn't really play it very much because I would get a headache from playing it. Because it has a lot of text and a tiny font, so I had to get really close to the TV. It was a bad time, but it is a very well regarded game that I think could be interesting to take a look. But if I was taking a look at Dishonored, I would not be going for the best ending because that sounds miserable. But yeah, it's like a stealth game where you play as an assassin and you have to view this whole conspiracy. It, like many people say good things about it. I would be willing to give it another shot. And then Colossal Cave Adventure. For those who don't know, it's one of the first, if not the first, text adventure RPG that is a big influence on many of the games that came after, and including Ultima and like the Sierra stuff, and it's one of those very foundational games. It is a text adventure game, so it would be a bad idea to stream because it is the opposite of visually engaging. I mean, yeah, it would look like this. I would like 2 hours of this, but I think it would be funny, and it's a bad idea. Don't let me play that. But it would be funny. So yeah, that's the list of games we got right now. I think definitely it's a solid list. And if anyone has any more suggestions to add to the list, please willing to listen. And if you have any like any of these games that really catch your attention that you really would like me to see me play, and shout it out, and maybe I'll slide it over here. But remember that PC stuff can require an upgrade for my hardware. So yeah, I would be curious to know what everyone thinks. So yeah, I guess that's enough of that for now. I need to turn on the lights, so be right back, and then we'll start watching stuff. We'll start watching stuff. on. Let me go over here. Oh, what? Okay, I'm back. I have returned. The stockpile sure lasts as many winters. That it will. Yeah, some of those games are quite chunky. I also watched K-Bash's video on Valkyria Chronicles and made me watch videos about bolt action rifles. Trinidad guns to the Mahogaku and another certified Amy moment. Yeah, I watched some Killer 7 for weirdness. Yeah, Killer 7 will be a lot of fun. Definitely want to slide that one in once we get stuff going. Alright, so I got some YouTube links here. It's 2 links, right? It's 2 links mashed together. Let's grab it. Actually, no, that's wrong. Okay. Let's start watching some stuff. Let's react. Let me open my YouTube. YouTube I can open over here. I can close this. I don't need people looking at my PayPal. Okay, let me open up YouTube. YouTube. Let's see. Okay. Okay, where? Gosh. Well, for some reason I'm sorry, I somehow send the wrong links. We will find out, Charlie. But if you send the wrong links, you can only send me the right ones through DM. No worries about that. Okay, let's get YouTube here. YouTube, whoa, so big. Okay. AI, oh no. Alright, let's see. Okay. I guess I can just like, yeah, do this. Let's see. Okay. Oh. Okay, Hell Yeah Brother, featuring Lil West, Louis Grant, and Girls Rituals. Is that the right one? Shibayan Baby, yeah. Okay, Banger, got it. All right, let's listen to it. Okay.
Tell me now, wish you would just cut it out. I told you everything, I know I let you down. What goes around is always gonna come back around. So if I come
probably can lower the volume a bit.
Don't say BRB cause you left me for death. You say I'm no problem, then act like I'm pressed.
So it can full screen.
You make me feel less.
There you go.
I'm more of a late night guy, so don't worry about waiting up. I still want you.
All right.
Wake up in the morning. Only out to your mouse. I'm the creaks in the house. But most of all, I'm the high you've never worn. Tell me now, wish you
okay.
Just it out. I told you everything, I know I let you down. What goes around is always gonna come back around. So if I come out with a plan, could we just work it out? Might have to make a way and go a different route. It's every time you talk to me, you're super loud. I couldn't even be myself when you would come around. Shit, I wanted to be myself and I would see you down.
Huh. This changed quite a bit. Whoa. Some goes places.
wish you would just cut it out. I told you everything I know, I let you down. What goes around
Never listened to her solo work. She even has it, but she features with a lot of artists like Girls Rituals. Yeah, never heard of him. I feel like I'm going to learn a lot of new musics thanks to this. That's fine with me. I like listening to music, and I don't really have the excuse usually. I like sitting with my friends and listening to some stuff.
Tell me now, wish you would just cut it out. I told you everything I know, I let you down.
It is also produced and part of an EP by Laura Les of 100 Gex fame. 100 Gex is a name that I heard many times, but I don't think I've ever heard anything from them, so yeah, I'm afraid that I hope nobody expects me to have a lot of insightful comment about music, because I am a music noob. I can listen to music and be like, yeah, that's cool, but I'm not very knowledgeable about the music, so I can't provide much more commentary beyond, yeah, this is cool. It's cool. I like it. I just noticed that it spells Laura on the cover. I couldn't understand what this was. Whoa, hello. Yeah, alright. Well, that was one. Oh good, I just love showing the drop for this one. Yeah, that catches you off guard, huh? It's quite interesting. Definitely a very different vibe from the rest of the song. I Yeah, I think it's interesting. Not super sure how much I would listen to something like this on a regular basis, but it's definitely cool, definitely fun. All right, let's check out the other one. Uh, let me go over here. Hopefully, no. Actually, let me just hide this for a bit. Just to double check, there's not really any compromising information here in the dashboard. No, no, it's fine. It's just stuff. Yeah, okay. I can even show that. Yeah, no problem. All right, let's get the other one. This one. Okay. There we go. Let's see, what else do I gotta listen to? Ooh, this is a long one. Okay. So, alright, so it's someone's video. I have to talk about Constable Frozen. A Hallie Whipjack, a channel I have never heard of. Is this the right video? Just making sure. Yeah, Wicked. Okay, there Elsa is a minion. That's a great start. Yeah, it is. All right. Okay, I guess we're watching something about Minion Elsa. I have never watched Frozen. I have never. I mean, I have watched Despicable Me 1 and 2, and I have watched the Minions movie, regrettably, on theaters, regrettably. And I guess we'll jump right in. I like the posters in the back, they're cool. Yeah, let's jump right in. Minion Lover Helen. No! Well, I suppose little guy is kind of my minion, but he's so much more charismatic. All right, let's see what this is about. I have to talk about Constable Frozen. Let's watch it.
It's even the point of a movie if Elsa from Frozen isn't
Actually,
front and
this can everyone hear it? I might want to adjust the volume a little bit. There you go.
center.
All right.
Hi, my name is Haley Whipjack. You can call me Haley.
Hi.
Whipjack. You can call me Haley Whipjack. You can honestly call me whatever you'd like as long as you're cool about it. And I want to talk about Tumblr.
Okay,
Yes,
let's talk about Tumblr.
I still use Tumblr, but they
Good
just
for you.
don't make them the way they used to anymore, you know?
Do
Apparently,
they?
There's been a whole host of new Tumblr users.
They're really
since the
Dungeons My
pandemic. Of course,
Dragons.
nobody wanted to be alone
Nice.
with their own thoughts, and they're stuck inside so much they wanted to listen to strangers' thoughts. So where'd they go? Tumblr. That's right. But
Okay,
Tumblr now
I'm
is
following.
not like Tumblr then. Okay.
All right.
I've been on
Yeah, I
Tumblr
mean
since
you can't
2013.
post porn there
What's new
anymore,
now?
right?
I'll take that to my grave. I will die with that knowledge. Not even anything embarrassing on there. That's just like my one place left, you know? Anyway, the now is not like the then. The people coming in now,
Yesn't.
they don't know
Damn.
their classics. They don't know their history.
Yeah, I don't
Tumblr
know
user pizza.
much about
Communism
Tumblr, gonna
Kings.
be honest.
The human pet guy.
Ah, I do know the human pet guy.
Folklore of the internet. But today, we're going to be talking specifically about folk hero? Constable Frozen.
Okay,
Cannot be
so
correct.
this is a
What do you call
video about a weirdo, I guess. All right. I am the right mind space then. Okay, it's one of those. It's one of those. The porn has just gotten less visual and way more explicit. Huh. Okay.
Oh, a character in a folk tale that's not. Let's stick with cryptid. Bigfoot. Okay?
All right.
This is a Bigfoot.
It's a
I
weird
have
guy.
no information about who this person is. Their bio has no pronouns,
Oh.
no political affiliation, absolutely nothing about what this person is like or how they would like me to refer to them. There's truly
I think they have a
no assumptions
hyperfixation.
that I can make.
Something tells
Made a few
me.
assumptions, but we'll get there. Constable Frozen, as I'm sure you could guess from the URL, that's the username, as well as this video's title and thumbnail, really liked Frozen.
Yeah,
They were
that seems to be the
big Frozen
case.
fan. Frozen, the movie, I'm sure you've heard of it, came out in November of 2013.
Man, that
Constable
was
Frozen's
that long ago,
first
huh?
post
Okay.
was May of 2014, so it was pretty soon after.
Yeah, more or
Constable
less.
Frozen's first post in May of 2014 was the three main characters of Frozen, Elsa, Anna, and Kristoff.
Yep.
Get used to seeing them jamming out in a car. It was an edited GIF.
No, is it the what's love
And
thing?
it's currently
Yeah.
sitting at about 800
Yeah,
notes.
I see the
That's
tags.
not a noteworthy
What is
amount of interaction
love?
by any means. Notes measure interaction, okay? They're like likes and retweets on Twitter combined into one. 800 notes is not a lot. But
Okay.
that did not discourage Constable Frozen. No. Constable Frozen's
All right.
entire blog was Frozen edits.
Oh
It is
man, I can't
Frozen.
believe they froze his
They're
blog.
still active. They last posted May of this
Already
year.
getting my money's
2022.
worth.
I
Great.
get a lot of Constable Frozen updates, but the fact that there's any at all is just striking to me. The first big
Alright.
posts of Constable Frozen's, the ones that I saw, the ones that I think a lot of people saw, were these ones where they were like the making of Frozen, the behind
Oh.
the scenes of Frozen, where they edited these pictures and these GIFs to look
The
like
first one was
the
actually
behind
kind
the
of
scenes of
a
movie. The green screen,
kind of a
the
cool
sets,
composition.
the cast interviews afterwards.
Oh.
One of these
Oh,
posts
that
has
looks kinda cursed. I don't like that.
140,000 notes, and the other has almost 500,000 notes. That means pretty much everyone.
Okay, what is notes? I need a little bit of Tumblr glossary here. I imagine like comments, right? It's just a cheeky way of of saying comments? Is that what it is? Because if that's the case, 486,000 comments is like a lot. Oh, it's all interactions rolled in one. Oh, okay. That's an odd metric. Huh. Okay, that's an interesting system. I never saw that in anything. So it's like if in YouTube there was a metric that's just like number of comments plus number of likes plus views, I guess. Like, and that's like your general like success rating. Hmm. Well, I guess it probably doesn't take on views, right? It's like only interactions, so it would be just like likes and comments. Interesting little bit of functionality, I suppose. All right, that's cool. I learned something today.
On Tumblr has seen them. That's what that means. At least everyone who was on Tumblr at the time. I don't think they're still getting a lot of circulation. I haven't seen them in a while. I honestly could not tell you why Constable Frozen came back into my brain. I don't remember.
Well, it's probably a good idea for a video, at
biggest
least.
post Constable Frozen ever made. The one with the most notes, the most popular one, and for good reason, I think. It looks incredible. It's a super fun idea. Make this animated movie.
Oh yeah, that is actually
look
kind of
like
cool.
something that was made in real life. Obviously, that's not how Frozen was made. Obviously, Anna was not played by somebody who looks like Anna.
Obviously.
Terrifying. She wasn't sitting there in the vocal booth. No, she was made by computer.
It is weird
But
to
this is so fun. I think this is great. I love this edit.
Like,
I love this post. Now,
just gotta take a second to say that wow, Frozen doesn't look good. You know, those faces, those I don't fuck with that style. There's something about it. Something about Disney's 3D animation that just doesn't like it doesn't look appealing at all to me.
the thing is that's not the only post on the account. There's many posts on this account that we could divide into a few different categories.
All right,
I'm not going to put
where are the categories?
categories up on the whiteboard. I've instead decided to make you look at Elsa is a minion
Okay.
the whole time.
Oh, great.
Elsa is a minion. The first category of post is Elsa in places Elsa should not be. These edits
Oh
of
boy,
Elsa in places
it's
Elsa should not be were so
it's like one of those furry edits where they're just like, haha, here's my giant furry pregnant man in France. Isn't that hilarious? They're so clumsy. Can't believe they shadow over the Eiffel Tower. Funny stuff. Visually product of Stein, definitely. Yeah, I guess so.
everywhere. I don't know if it's just
I guess it does
I don't know if
appeal
it's just
to
my
little kids at the
14-year-old
very
family
least.
experience.
And it's
They
very
were everywhere.
easy to
I
make
cannot escape.
dolls out
We
of it, I
have
guess.
Elsa is Hela from Thor Ragnarok,
Oh.
played by Kate Blanchett. But here, of course, not played by Kate Blanchett, played by Elsa. Kneel before your queen.
Okay.
It's a
I mean, okay, this
Red
is
Theater
actually
smashes it.
pretty
Now
well
you have no
made.
idea what's possible. You know, like the movie. But of course, it's not just Elsa is Hela. We also have Elsa is Thanos. But
Okay.
in this one,
So it's in movies.
Robert Downey Jr.
All
is still
right.
Robert Downey Jr. Okay, obviously we get Olaf's big face in
Oh,
the sky.
I hate
He's
that.
still Loki.
That looks like a floppy
Chris Evans is
dick.
still Chris Evans, but Elsa is Thanos.
Alright. Yeah, this one doesn't look as
This
good.
does put a
Yeah,
smile
this
on
looks
my
just
face.
kind of,
Elsa says to Captain America.
kind of bootleg.
It even ends with Avengers Infinity War title card. Like, everything is exactly the same except Elsa is Thanos. That's
Yeah,
comedy
fair
gold
enough. I mean, I
to
don't
me.
think it's comedy
Elsa is not
gold,
always a bad guy.
but
Those
I'm glad
credits and also kind
I'm
of
glad
movie might make
she
you
gets a
think.
laugh
Here
out of
is
it, I
Elsa
guess.
is Gandalf the White. Again, everyone else is exactly the same as
She has that
Gandalf instead,
face of just
but
like
Elsa is Gandalf.
she has a no, hang on. We're going back a little bit. Going back to that face. She has a very Umineko witch face here. She has the face of someone who's about to say Ushiromiya Batarachu. Like I kind of like this actually. Where's the Elsa edit in Umineko?
Also, Castable Frozen did go ahead
Probably
and give
not.
Gimli and Aragorn
Not
scenes,
it wouldn't
which
get
is
as
what
many
Elsa really
reblogs, but it
is
would make me
to
smile.
me. Elsa as Gandalf, and then popcorn for Aragorn. We also have this beautiful edit where Elsa is Rey. Now this one, it's
Oh, this
not
one doesn't.
just Elsa.
This one
It's
looks
Elsa
bad.
is Rey, Anna is Finn.
No,
For some
this
reason,
nah
Olaf's nose
nah.
is on
These
the
don't look
bridge
good.
of Darth Vader mask. Hans is Kylo Ren because he's the bad guy, and also all of the stormtroopers
Okay,
are Olaf.
that's kind of
It's
funny.
one of my favorite images. I think is just all the stormtroopers are Olaf.
Yeah, this is
But
something out
truly,
of a
I can give you
nightmare.
Elsa as whatever you want. You want Elsa
Not my
as that guy
nightmare,
from
but
The
someone's
Martian,
nightmare
the
for
main
sure.
guy in The Martian? I've got it. And by that I mean
Okay.
Constable Frozen has got it. You want Elsa as Chris Pratt from Jurassic World?
Alright.
Constable Frozen has got you.
That's
You
a
want an
alright.
in-depth
Yeah, there's a
comic
lot of
story style edit where
different
Elsa is Immortan
quality
Joe
with these.
from Mad Max Fury
Some are
Road.
pretty good,
Constable
some
Frozen has
are just,
got
hey,
you.
I
This one does
isolated
feature
Elsa's
my
head
favorite Constable
on
Frozen
like
edit type,
Photoshop
which
and
is
put it above a screen
half the
cap.
characters in frame being
Catch!
Pixar characters with their weird proportions, and the other half just being regular people.
Why
Obsessed.
is
Thank you
Olaf
so much. And this is
muscular?
not that weird, right? It's not that weird for people to do like crossover edits from one character to a different thing. That's not that strange. The amount of them and how intentional them
Catch!
are is a little bit noteworthy. But the other thing that confuses me about them is that like sometimes Elsa's a good guy,
Catch!
sometimes she's a bad guy. What do we think of her here? Like I would have expected the edits to keep her not necessarily in a consistent role because there's not always that weird gray area that she occupies in every big movie, but at least on one side of morality.
Alright.
She's not a good guy or a bad guy.
I mean,
Elsa is Pringles.
oh,
Elsa is Pringles.
okay,
Why
that's.
is Elsa Pringles?
I feel like.
I don't want her to be Pringles.
Okay,
Please undo that.
Okay.
Oh, and look, here she is. Meeting former
Yeah, I
president.
mean, this is the
Donald
low-hanging
Trump?
fruit, so.
Elsa, what are you? Elsa? Sometimes it's Anna. Sometimes these edits are Anna. There's this one where Anna is Captain America, but the body is
Okay.
not edited at all.
Yeah, trans
This
Anna, I
one
guess.
So it's a
Happy for
really
him.
buff Anna, which I think is the direction that Frozen 2 should have taken.
He
Show Anna
really,
hitting
really
the
did
Jeep,
a big
trying to keep
difference.
up with Elsa's magic powers. That would be hilarious. Yeah, my sister thinks she's so cool with her literal, actual ice magic, but she's never hit legs a day in her life.
Man, the cat looks so
Anyway,
comfy.
Sometimes it's Anna. It's usually Elsa. That's category 1. Elsa places that Elsa shouldn't be.
Alright, what's category 2?
2 is other Disney characters, places they should not be.
Oh,
This
so the same
category to
thing,
me
but
almost feels like
without
they're trying to throw us off
Elsa.
of their scent somehow.
Hmm.
Like, look, it's not all about Elsa. Look, Hero from Big Hero 6 is here.
I have no idea who this
It's not
is.
all about Elsa. Look, he's Iron Man. Like, I don't have a lot to say about this category, except that it feels, I don't know. Like, okay, so there was the Frozen Mad Max Fury
They're not
Road,
committing
right,
to the
where Elsa was
beach,
in
right?
danger. They
It's
also
like,
did an Inside
come on, you're the
Out
Elsa
one of
guy.
those, where it's
Stop
like
with
the
this
same
shit.
frames from the movie. They just put in different characters and their characters from Inside Out, which is funny. These are objectively funny.
Yeah, it's not really that
I
funny.
like seeing them. But then also, with the same bit from the movie, but characters from Coco edited in.
Okay, another movie I haven't
It
watched.
just feels like their heart's not in it. Like Constable Frozen is upset that it's not about Elsa. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Not
I'm
really.
not here to
They just
psychoanalyze
made it
Constable
worse
Frozen.
Photoshop, and the other ones weren't that good
I don't think
to
that
begin
would
with.
go well for anyone involved, because I don't know them. I've never seen their face. These posts don't even really have captions. They sometimes end with a single word. describing the entire post. The tags are
Okay.
not descriptive, they are just informative. The characters that are in it, the movies those characters are from. We have very little to work off of here. Really, all
Man,
I'm
I'm
doing
still not really
is
sure what
sharing this with
we're
you as a thing
working
I remember
towards.
because it's
So far,
weirder than I
it's
remember it being. And it's not weirder
an
because this person is
autist
putting Elsa into Marvel
person on
movies.
the
That's
internet.
fine. Elsa
You
is
know?
A-list. Elsa is
That's
Marvel. I get
dime a
that.
dozen. Like, you can't stop the presses every time you
The third
find an
category,
autistic
different.
person on the
The third
internet.
category is Elsa eats things that aren't food.
Okay, now we're talking.
I don't want to tell you with
I
any
hope this is
amount of
not gross.
confidence why this person edited Elsa eating multiple things that weren't food, but it feels to
Please don't be
me
gross.
bad. So, okay. This was kind of funny actually. Anna tells Elsa she's hungry. Elsa pulls the bun off of her hair and begins eating it like it's bread. Like they
Huh.
realize that their hair looks like bread, like buns, like decorated buns, and they just eat them. And then they sell them in a shop. That's kind of funny. I think the concept is
Okay.
almost cute.
Yeah,
I
that's
think the image of
feels very much like a 4 comma setup. You know, you could see that in like Pop Team Epic, like I'm hungry, Pipimi. And then Pipimi just pulls off like a part of Popco's hair and eats it and is like, oh, you're a genius. We can sell that. And then they become billionaires from just selling Popco's hair as like food or something. And something explodes. Because always something's gotta explode. Am I gross? Because like I don't think so, but yums and yucks and all that. It's
them
fine.
eating their own hair
We'll
is
soldier on.
upsetting. But once you put that image duplicated a bunch in like a little pastry case, I see the vision, right? I see your vision and I'm with you. Now this
Yeah,
one
I
moves
see
to
the vision.
46 with Hero, who says that Baymax looks like a marshmallow, and then
It
Anna bursts
does.
through the doors. Anna's nose is here.
Okay, that's
Saying
kind of fun.
marshmallow, and Hero is impressed,
Marshmallow?
as he should be. As I would be. Anna takes a big bite out of Baymax, and then Elsa appears out of nowhere. She never entered the room. Was she here the whole time?
Oh no, they're
Elsa
just
takes a
eating
big
it. Hello,
bite out of
Yakuman. Welcome,
Baymax.
welcome.
Baymax has a little display screen
You're
that shows
watching
that he's unhappy with
a
these
video about a
developments.
Tumblr
We
weirdo.
flash to Hero's shocked and upset face. Anna's living it up. She's loving this. Elsa eats Baymax's like chip. She just fully
Okay.
eats Baymax. And then they run away.
They just ate the guy, I guess.
What is that?
Man, he does look like Marshmallow.
The entire caption on that post is just
I'm starting to
marshmallow.
think.
Fuck, dude, I guess. Surely,
Okay, no, never
Elsa
mind.
will not eat
Let's just
another
go.
character.
Let's keep going.
After
Okay.
already eating Baymax and herself a little bit. Anna says, I'm hungry. Who's that in the background?
No.
Rolling around in her newly found freedom, all wrapped up in her own hair. Oh, it's Rapunzel.
Okay.
Maybe she will dine with them. No.
Are they gonna eat
No,
Rapunzel?
the sisters realize that Rapunzel all wrapped up like that
No.
looks a bit like a corn dog.
Yeah, she does kind of look like
And they eat her. They both have
food.
one. I don't know where
No.
they got a second Rapunzel from. And the last
Janie. Janie, thank you a lot for the money. I can't believe you made me watch 4. It's fine. I got paid. It's fine.
image is, of course, Rapunzel corn dogs with ketchup and mustard on
Their
them.
feeding keeps me and little guy fed.
This post is captioned Rapunzel dog. Yeah. Okay. It has 55,000 notes. And it's because everyone looked at it and went, that's so weird. Why did you do that? And I remember seeing this post. I do. I don't remember knowing that it was part of a pattern. A pattern of behavior. This post begins with Elsa eating chocolate. This is
Alright.
Elsa eating things that are food, and not Elsa eating things that are not food. I love to see Elsa eating things that are food. I think that's
Can you really
such
not?
a bold departure for where this
Yeah, I
canon
guess you have a
does
point.
not stay, because what she does is she feeds it to Olaf.
Then get this, Elsa's
Again,
not a
for
dum
some
dum who
reason,
would eat
because
Baymax.
made of chocolate. Now,
Well, I don't know.
she's not gonna eat
I
another
never watched a
cookie.
Frozen, so
Nope.
she could be a dum dum.
Elsa and Anna begin eating their friend Olaf and loom over him in
And
such a
Olaf's just
scary
no,
way. Is
so
that
you
from
know.
one of the Frozen films? This lighting?
If anything,
It's so scary.
like
And then the
he's
last
actually edgeable.
panel of this edit, of this post, is just Elsa
Also, I
and
don't
Anna
really
living
feel
in
any
chocolate in
empathy for
Olaf's
Olaf.
arm,
So
head next to a chocolate splatter. That's... I hate that. Why did you do... Where did that idea come from? Why
I
is
was
it
looking
another
for a video
character that
that I
she's
like that isn't an
eating?
hour long, and this
Don't do
don't
that.
fit the bill.
I'm not
If
here
you're
to tell
lucky
you
and
that
lucky.
Constable Frozen of Tumblr fame
Damn.
is in divorce.
Fair
I'm
enough.
not here to say that. And I'm also not here to tell you what that means if I'm the
No,
first
I know
person
what
you
it
ever
means.
meet.
Don't worry
So
about it.
don't Google it. Use your brain about what that could mean.
Unfortunately, I know what it means.
But what I am here to say is this is such a weird pattern of behavior that I did not put together during Constable Frozen's kind of heyday on the app. This last one I want to show you is not
Okay.
Elsa eating things that aren't food, but it does make me feel the same way that the other
Alright, what
post
is
of
it?
Elsa eating things that aren't food
What is she eating?
makes me feel. So I think it belongs here. Here's our good friend Elsa from Frozen drinking a glass of milk.
Okay.
I'm so excited for her and her bones and all the power she's gonna get from that milk. I hope they show us
Okay.
all that power she gets. Hey, what's happening? What's
Oh.
coming out of her mouth? What's coming out of her mouth?
Alright. Oh.
Why is that happening? What is Anna eating?
You know, uh, it's actually kind of genius too, because she can probably do that with her powers. And I can imagine that a lot of people, like a truly fearsome number of people, would absolutely pay for an e-girl to drink milk, make ice cream with the milk in her mouth, and then give the ice cream to them, sell the ice cream to them. It's kind of a genius, actually. It's a little gross, yeah, a little gross, but grosser things have happened when it comes to this kind of transactions.
It? I know it's ice
You know,
cream.
she could make the ice cream somewhere else, instead of her mouth, which people would pay even more for.
Literally labeled as ice cream, when in the last picture of this, they're apparently selling it to the masses.
Oh yeah, this is
I'm
actually
aware
kind of
she
genius.
drinks milk, and her body churns it up into ice cream. How? Where's the sugar coming from?
I wouldn't buy
Is it
it,
just vanilla every time?
but I'm
I
sure there are a lot of people who
have so
would.
many questions, and none of them will find answers. I miss Elsa as Immortan Joe. Let's go back to that. That was funny. Immortan Joy. I forgot to even say that was the joke for the Inside Out one. That was
Elsa can do whatever she wants
Those
with her
were
ice
funny
powers.
goof
Quick
goofs.
Klutz
But,
gets no human life.
You feel me, right?
Yeah, and apparently
On
make
it
ice
wasn't weird
cream.
before, it is weird now. It
Yum,
wasn't
yum.
weird when it was just somebody editing their favorite character, Elsa from Frozen, into all of the movie trailers and movies that they like. That's normal and that's so fun, and I love that activity for them. This is bizarre. And
It's
I'm
a
not
little
here
bizarre.
to tell anyone to
But I
stop
mean,
doing the things that make them happy. And I'm sure this made Constable
on the scale of Tumblr weirdo, I don't think this ranks that high, honestly. Unless she's holding back the really fucked up stuff, which I would imagine not because she hasn't mentioned anything. So far, again, this feels very much like 4 setups with a fixation on Vor, yes, but it's so so surreal that it absolutely feels like it's kind of meant to be more funny than anything necessarily sexual. You know, like looking at Rapunzel and being like, oh, hey, she looks kind of like a corn dog. And then it just shows them eating corn dogs that look like Rapunzel. It absolutely feels like something you'd see in like a Pop Team Epic or like a Numenoko video. You know, that kind of silly, completely bonkers, but kind of funny kind of thing, you know? So yeah, I mean, it's not really disturbing. It's just kind of funny, you know, just kind of harmless, I guess, compared to a lot of other shit.
Frozen happy. It must have. Imagine making that whole thing if you were miserable the whole time. You just wouldn't do it, right? I wouldn't do it. Christ knows. I just wanted to know if anyone else forgot that this is what Constable Frozen was like.
You know, if you're going
Because
to
I
post
thought it was
war
just making
art,
Anna from
at
Frozen punch
least
the Hulkbuster.
at least
I
this
didn't
this is
remember
kind
it
of
was
funny.
vor.
I don't mind
Literally
this, you
vor.
know. I usually don't
Also, in
like
Frozen, in
vor,
other cultures,
but
there's not a good
but
scene
this
where
this
it's
this is just funny. This is just harmless. It's
Elsa eating
so
things that aren't food
cartoony that's like
into
whatever.
Elsa dabbles in cultural appropriation. I don't even know if I'd say that's what this is.
I mean,
I
that's just a pretty
I
dress.
am not the person
Not
to
a
define
great
aesthetically, but
Photoshop,
I
but
just wanted to point out
it fits
that
her,
there
I
was more
suppose.
of this than I
I
thought
tell
there
you, it
would be.
kind of looks like her head is being squeezed through the little hole.
I don't have a lot else to say about it, but if we're talking about deep diving into the person who put Elsa into all the movie trailers and all their posts, then this is worth mentioning. Weirdly enough, on this entire account, there's no Jack Frost. If you were
Oh,
born,
I mean,
Kendall, in like
is there
2014,
supposed to be?
2015, you remember Jelsa.
Oh,
Jack
yeah, I
Frost
don't
slash
remember Jelsa because I
Elsa
wasn't
from
there.
Frozen.
But I guess it's
I
a
don't get it.
ship
I
that
never really
kinda
understood what we
makes
were doing with
some
them. The
sense.
aesthetics are like all they share, as far as I'm aware. That's
Cartoon
fine.
pretty
Let other
boy
people
who
do it
does
what they want,
eyes and
and
a
people are
cartoon pretty
still
girl who does
drawing these two in
eyes.
love literally
You know,
today.
it makes
This is
sense,
just
I
from within
suppose.
the last year. People are still drawing them, people are still editing them together, and they're still getting a lot of love for doing so. That's great. I genuinely think that's
But
wonderful.
considering this
Okay,
person's
that's fine. Everyone else is enjoying
hyperfixation seems
their
very
wintry
much to be
power
3D
couple.
Disney movies, I
Perfectly.
think it makes sense
I'd get
that
weirder and
Jack
shorter.
Frost isn't
Constable
there.
Frozen never did that.
Because,
Never
yeah,
put
like,
them together.
you know,
Why? It
because
would have been
it's
a
a
guaranteed
hyperfixation
way,
with
notes
Disney, you
on the
know?
table, to get
And I
attention.
don't think
If
they
they would have
actually cared about
did it
getting
like previous work,
attention.
you just put them in the same image. And
You know, they
thousands
were
of people would
just
congratulate you
like
for it.
it's one of
It's
those things
so
where the
prevalent. It
post
was
itself is the
everywhere.
goal.
Why did they never jump on that? This image tells me everything I need
Okay,
to
who's
know.
that?
Truly. You could have put anyone in
Alright,
this
who's
movie.
that?
Anyone. Literally anyone. If you put Jack Frost in there, it would have been famous. Leave Flynn
Okay.
Rider in there, even. Anyone.
Alright, chat. Who we're betting? Who we're betting this is? Like, we have a little mosaic here. It's giving me Barrett Final Fantasy VII vibes from looking at this. Although, probably not. Hmm. Yeah, Is it Shrek? That would be really funny, but again, that's not Disney. It's gotta be a Disney character, right? Like, or Disney Pixar or something. Could it be like? It would be really funny if it was like Woody, but I think that's like too old for this person's hyperfixation. They seem to care for like that Disney like that 3D Disney movie and late Pixar movie kind of thing. So it's probably a character I don't even know, I would guess. Hmm. Yeah, I can't really tell. Hmm. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to find out. Is it Shrek? It would be really funny.
But no. It is left blank, blurry.
Oh.
Elsa, alone, getting married to no one.
Oh wait, so it actually is just blurry like that? Huh. Alright, that's a letdown. It's a bit of a letdown. Oh well. I guess
No
it
one
can be
else
anyone.
can have her. No one else deserves her. No one else understands her.
It's their waifu.
Not like Constable Frozen understands her.
Why are they called Constable
And that's where we
Frozen?
will end our exploration of Constable
It could be
Frozen.
Shrek. It could be
Thank you so
Shrek.
much
Alright.
for coming on this journey with me.
It was
This
it was
is
a
much
journey.
shorter and sillier than any video I've put on YouTube before, but I just remembered that this person existed, did a little deep dive myself, and wanted to share it with the world. If you want to keep up with me, you can find me on TikTok.
This kind of content seems to do pretty well, right? Let me, we are pretty done.
For help
Yeah,
and
this got
suggestions for videos like this.
26,000 views
Today,
3 years
about an hour
ago.
ago, I said quickly, somebody tell me
So
what
not
Elsa has,
gangbusters,
and the
but
first person who responded said minion.
oh,
So
okay,
that's why you've had to look at Elsa is a minion. the
great,
whole time. I'm thinking about starting up a Patreon for my
great,
channel,
great,
for my
great.
content
Yeah,
creation.
yeah, yeah. We are not. The patron should give money to is Alan Hodai. Well, Harpy story. Yeah, but yeah, like this content seems to be pretty popular. Where it's like, here's a let's just do a like quote unquote deep dive on some weird Tumblr guy. I know Amy sometimes shares videos of that kind and on Discord. It's just like, here's a weird Tumblr guy. Like, do we know any weird Tumblr guys that are untapped potential? Hmm. I mean, I don't know any, so it would be all on Janie probably. Let's make a video about, like, I don't know, the guy who really likes what's an obscure character that really likes the, I don't know, the Triceratops girl from Land Before Time or something. I don't know. There's money to be had there, I guess, but but that would require me to know anything about Tumblr. All right, yeah, fun video. Definitely, definitely some fun stuff. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about Tumblr mostly, and yeah, there was some silly stuff there. Any my knowledge of internet weirdos, tablet, and stop caring about lolcows. Yeah, lolcows we don't want to make videos about because they'll always draw a very shitty audience that we probably don't want to have. Alright, let's see what everyone else said. Just want to subject to the images, yeah. And there were some funny images. I definitely think there's some charming stuff there. Like I was thinking about today about how I play more games with Shin-Chan as the protagonist as opposed to Mute Boy. Like Persona 100 times better. An RPG with Shin-Chan as the protagonist would go hard, honestly. You can just solve problems the way that only Shin-Chan can. Hallie Whipjack is my girl, she just doesn't get bored. Yeah, seems to be the case. She's a bit of an army, that's fine. You can't all be insane people. Alright. Should just get weirder, then you guys can talk about me. You know, could work. We would get the early scoop for sure. I don't think anyone would jump on the weird Janie bandwagon before us. Alright, well that's all the videos I had lined up. If anyone has anything more they want me to watch, we can do it. I don't think I received any more stuff here. No, still just the Janie stuff. Yeah, where's Amy? She was going to pay me to watch more Kamina Bottom. But then she fucked off. That's fine. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna wait a little bit. If nobody does anything, I guess I can always come up with some other ways of being entertaining. Because I am an entertainer. Fine line between strange, maybe off-putting fellow, and I ain't gonna antagonize you to get more content. But putting it that way, maybe it's a thicker line than I thought. Yeah, I guess. I guess, like, when it comes to locals, there is a bit of a. Like, I guess it often comes from the platform where attention was gathered. Because 4chan is usually where, like, people would poke fun at locals and stuff, right? While Tumblr, it kind of like 4chan kind of stays away from Tumblr, right? Because it's the weird like SJW platform that's just cringe and icky. So like in a way, the whole platform is kind of seen as a locale, but they don't want to like grab in onto any of the weird people there. So the weird people there are made fun of by the people who are there. And yeah, that's what happens, I suppose. And when it comes to locals, they usually are people from like other corners of the internet, like Chris Chan and whatnot. But well, I suppose we can't we can't talk about that here because how how treading on old ground. So yeah, well, you did give me a lot of money, Janie. If you want to ask for another video or something, I suppose you can, Because if we're looking at reais, you gave me like 150, which is like so much fucking money, which yeah, I definitely appreciate a lot. Otherwise, what else can we do? What else can we do? I suppose I could do like some tier lists or something. I've been thinking about doing that. I think it could be fun. It could be funny. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Still have my blue sky open. And once again, worst case scenario, I can pop in the Mystic Quest again. Hey, if anyone has any suggestions, I also open for that. Suppose I could also watch some anime. Alright. Yeah, no, let's rapid fire a tier list or something while we're here. Whoa, where there's. Oh, because these are the YouTube videos that I open. That's fine. Let's go to Google. Whoa, slow. Okay. Go to like tier maker. Yeah, there is one thing that I was thinking about. Because I remember a while ago, Amy made fun of me for thinking that Gold Sheep is the hottest Mamusume girl, right? Which She is, undoubtedly. But I think it would be funny to do a quick Uma Musume tier list or something. Let's see. Uma Musume. Let's see. I remember seeing some decent ones. So I have to press enter. I do. So let's take a look at some of these designs. Let's see. Game spin-offs. I don't think I need spin-offs. Let's see which one's the more complete one here. All trainee. Okay, this looks pretty good. Yeah, let's look at this. Lando Perot's above S tier have good taste. We're doing wife tier, sex tier, smooch tier, plain tier, daughter tier. Let's add. We're doing Monster Girl Mondays tiers here. Add a row below. We need a few more. Yeah, there's there's enough for me. And bottom tier. There we go. Let's open the wiki. Uma Musume wiki characters. There you go. That'll let us actually see the characters properly. Alright. Whoa, that's bright. Very bright wiki, very bright colors. Alright, so who we're looking at? We're talking shit about me, as usual. Doing a Uma Musume tier list here, because apparently, like, some of these girls are better than others or something. Let's just judge them real quick. And if you want to pay me to watch Kamina Botan, I am open for that. Alright, seems like they're in order. Let's look at this real quick. Admire, Groove, Little Musume has shown exceptional talent from childhood. Lot is a prodigy. And there's no such thing as making friends is unnecessary. She is boring. She goes on plain tier. There you go. Next. Admire Vega. Takiona's villainous tier. We're not doing villainous tier yet. But she might be villainous tier. Lone star that shines brightest. She carries the weight of her immense resolve. Somewhat gloomy. Okay, gloomy is good. Tends to avoid company. Certain tragedy that took place early in her life affects her deeply, even making her racing activities seem like an attempt to atone. Okay, so she's an atoner. So she doesn't intend it. Her stoic pessimism garners the interest and concern of those around her. She often gets caught up in the actions of TM Opero on her racing peers. Oh, there she is. Okay, like her outfit, it's kind of okay. She could look more gloomy too. I'll say Smooch. Smooch tier. Smooch tier is fine. Agnes Digital. Digital, you say? Okay, she looks a little gremlin. That's kind of fun. I love Uma Musume, super versatile otaku. Veritable Uma Musume otaku. So she's just like it's like if I was a human otaku. That's kind of funny. She came to Tracing Academy to be close to all of her favorite runners. She does respect boundaries, however, and tries to stay out of trouble. She's eager to get up close and personal with as many Uma Musume as possible. To that end, she has revealed surprising ability on both dirt and turf. Okay. Alright, she seems fun. She seems fun. I definitely I like her mischievous expression. Her clothing style is kind of just idol shit, but I don't know. I think she's kinda funny. It's like if you're a VTuber otaku, I, I guess. This girl who hallucinates her sister that wasn't born. Oh, I admire Vega. Oh, okay, that's kind of weird, you know. But yeah, I guess it's funny. Oh yeah, I have some more information here. They have information on the phone background. That's kind of funny. Emotional. All right. Yeah, she's cute. I think Smooch Tier works as well. All right, Agnes Tachyon. We know this girl. We know her. She is the mad scientist. She is kind of cool. The mad scientist fears no law. Weakness of the Flash can be overcome. Equal parts researcher and runner, Agnes Tachyon pursues the limits of speed with the power of science. She will stop at nothing to quench her pure thirst for knowledge. Perform all manner of experiments on living subjects, authorize dangerous experiments on them. Her extreme tunnel vision means that without someone to support her, day-to-day necessities quickly fall by the wayside. Okay. Hmm. I take that last line to mean that she's stinky, which is fun. But I don't know if I'm willing to brave the fact that she can just experiment on me. Real Kenko Cross kind of girl, you know? It's like she's going to inject you with some shit, but I hope you're into that. Okay, yeah. Um, Everything relates to science and mathematics. Humans are all experience data. Okay. Phone background's all black to avoid glare when viewing the screen at night. Huh, that sounds counterproductive. I think she's not for me, but I can see a case for someone else. Someone's more brave than I am. There's a lot of these girls. Yeah, let's keep going. Who's next? Air Groove. Oh, ain't she fancy? Empress, okay. The coolly calculating Empress. And a gift ambitious. Called the guinea pig, real Persona 5 moment. Steroid play. Sure, someone's into that. The vice president, Trace Academy, student consul, other students and Empress, daughter of an accomplished racer. Consul strives to live up to her mother's racing prowess and ability to guide others to the end. She joined friend confident Symboli Rudolph in the student council. So she is the despite strict schedule, she still makes time to tend the flower in the garden. She is Shizuma from Strawberry Panic, I guess. I mean, but with mommy issues. Okay, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of this design. It's kind of whatever. Plain tier. Alright, who's next? Air Messiah. Okay. Oh, she's cute. Oh, she is cute. I like her. What's her title? Yeah. Fulfiller of Destiny. Steadfast and sure, albeit simple. That's what my string means. Three things are certain about our Messiah. She's honest, steadfast, and hardworking. Okay. She wants to break out her shell and overcome her insecurities, challenging herself to try new things. She always tends to stay a small presence. Her mother finished in the top three of her triple tier races, but never won any of them. Her Messiah wants to show her mother that she has a great future ahead of her by winning the races for her state. Okay, so she's a hard worker. She's cute. Is it quite wife tier? Not really. Final Pizza is okay. Sure. Beautiful hair was hurt from her mother. Okay, not much info on this one. That's unfortunate. Alright, Yeah, you can go for sex tier. I like her. Not quite wife because she's a little plain, but the design is very cute. Air Shakur, punk girl, I guess. Okay, cool outfit. Speak logically. At its core, race comes down to mathematics. Oh, is she the other girl from Strawberry Panic? She's like the bad girl. Like, what's her name again? Kaname? Is she going to talk to me about uh, fucking global warming? Only takes a logical approach, a brilliant but eccentric racer, rebel who only trusts the data she has collected. She's winning a race, is due entirely to her calculations, and is never due to chance. How many times she's calculated it, she comes up 7 centimeters short of winning the Triple Crown, and is currently searching for any possible error in her calculation. Okay, so she's just another Tachyon, I guess. I'm about to have fun Musumin is writing and assuming no VOD. I mean, we didn't watch any anime, so I guess I could upload the VOD. And the VOD will be on Twitch for 2 weeks, so you can always catch up on that. But we'll see, you know. But yeah, bye Janie, thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Alright, yeah, she's cool, but she is a math nerd. I don't know about that. Eh, not for me. Alright, who's the other girl? Uh, Almond Eye. Oh, she's pretty too. I like her. Of course, I like racing. The whole thing is fun. After all, from competing to winning. Selling at both academics and athletics, she also has the makings of a star. She's the ultimate model student, flawless in all aspects. She was only able to achieve this, however, thanks to her defining trait of absolutely hating to lose, a trait which must be prefaced with no fewer than 9 reallys. Okay. She's competitive, I like that. She's competitive to a point of perfectionism. The only flaw in her shining quality is that she often pushes herself beyond her body's limits. Okay. She's cool. The design is pretty cute. Likes eye contact, spot the difference puzzles. Just like these guys in saunas. Okay. She can put on a good puppet show using Uma Musume plushies. That's fun. You know what? I think she's wife tier. As soon as this thing fucking scrolls. There you go. I like her. I like you, Almond Eye. You're funny and competitive. I can get behind that. Aston Machan. Wow, she has a lot of stuff. Mortal Machan. Oh, she has a little. Oh, that's cute. She has a little guy version of herself. Aiming to be a mascot. An ephemeral eccentric girl, she carries a Machan doll and will approach any camera she sees. A particularly strange Musume, one of her hobbies is recording voice memos. Her dreams to become a mascot that spans the word. Okay. There are cloud-like fluffy words. It seems there may be a certain desire. Okay, she's funny. Okay, the place she wishes to return to. Final Fantasy IX reference. Okay. Alright, she seems kind of funny. I do like that she actually always carries around a little guy version of herself. I think we can go for a smooch. There you go. Okay, who's next? Bamboo Memory. Alright, what's the difference between the lamppost, the woman, the bamboo? Let's find out. Looking for some real competition. The hot-blooded disciplinary committee chair. Okay. Alright, she's well dressed. Very Bloodborne. Bamboo Memory sounds like a Gundam character name. It kinda does. Okay, a red-hot racer fueled by passion. She takes inspiration from her father's storied past, in which she was often locked in fierce competition with a rival. No, he was often locked in fierce competition with a rival. Her blood boils with the desire to one day have a rival to match. Inspired by a cool bamboo sword-wielding disciplinary committee chair in a TV show she watched as a kid, she decided to take up the mantle at Tracing Academy. Okay. Which is kind of the disciplinary committee. That's a little bit scary. It's gonna hit you with a bamboo sword. Okay. First step to believing. The, the phrase "give your all with every step," written in gorgeous handwriting. All right. I like the extra information I get on some of these girls. Deception and strong teeth. Interesting. Okay, she's athletic. She's cool, hot-blooded, competitive. You know what? I think sex tier is good. Sure. Who's next? To believe. Believe in Wonderland. Okay. All right. I like her style. I like the. Okay, the pants look a bit silly. The pants with a giant opening just in the back because how does this work? Like I like the tiny jacket, that's cool, but I do think she would benefit from losing these insane fucking pants. Possessed with an adamant conviction, Zuma Musume has the makings of a meister. She has the patience and resilience to silently work towards her goal until the work has been done with care and perfection. Compromising when it comes to speed, holding the belief of fastness comes from persistence. She dedicates herself to the path of short distance races and said that she's pretty attached to her grandpa. Okay. I'm starting to see a pattern of a lot of girls just being very competitive. I guess it comes with the territory. Okay, she belongs to a local mountain climbing club. Alright. Okay, man, she seems okay. But the pants really bring it down to so smooch tier. Okay, Pico Pegasus. Now the hair is cute. Wow, she looks like a Bakugan character. Am I wrong in saying that? She kind of does. I think that's kind of charming. The flame of justice burned bright in her heart. Feel the heat of this hero. Because Pegasus dreams of being just like. Okay, no, I mean, come on. This one's obvious. Daughter tier. Next. Biwa Hayahide. Ooh. I like this outfit. It's cool. Victory derived. This is how you derive victory. Fiery intellectual. Logic is her weapon. A theorist, an ideal theorist, maybe. True and true, she breaks down any problem systematically. Theory driven as she is, she values practical. So we have very competitive, and then we have scientist who uses logic for everything. That seems to be the two recurring themes we have here. She has honor ability to compete with the overwhelming talent of her sister Narita Bryan. She's good friends with those people. Okay. I mean, honestly, I really like her design. Yeah, I think she's sex tier. Even if she's also another nerd, but she has the style. She has the look. All right. Just like me for you. Alright. Blast One Piece. Blast One Piece. How dare you, Eiichiro Oda. I love humans. Let's get along and be great buddies. Okay. And Genio is Uma Musume who's sociable to the max. When she spots a human, she'll get all giddy and with joy and rush at them. Woofy ruffy. Woofy woofy. Aw, ain't she cute? She looks like Angelina from Arknights, I believe. The big fluffy twin tails. Getting her legs treated as a kid has made her even more fond of humans who have ties with Uma Musume. She's eager to learn about humans. Okay, she's cute. You guys can give her a smooch. Woofy woofy, woofy woofy, woofy woofy. Bubblegum fellow. She does have the bubblegum. Good belly. Declare a win as the spearhead of the Big Four. Oh, they're the Big Four here. Okay. Getting some lore, I suppose. Flame potential, she's like a brave and dauntless vanguard captain, possessed of a strong spirit and quick wit. This outstanding girl has what it takes to carry through anything she declares. As one of the Big Four at her father's club, she vowed with the others to bear the same title, to prevail in races, a dream she works towards every day. Okay. Yeah, I mean, she's pretty hot. Sex tier. Alright. Who is that? Buena Vista. Oh man, she is Spanish. Cute outfit. There's a view I want to see, you know? I'm definitely gonna make it there on my own two legs. A student with the most pure and innocent heart. She's cheerful, upfront, and affable, not afraid to be affectionate towards anyone. She's empathetic to the point of caring about others' business like it's her own. One time, while spectating a race, she witnessed scenery like no other. She reached the impeccable view, and to fulfill a precious promise, she runs on the Twinkle series. She sounds very protagonist-coded, although I don't think she's the protagonist of anything, is she? She is very much just like, oh wow, I saw a scenery like no other, now I'm going to be the best one. And I'm also very, very helpful, and I like to help others, you know, she's very protagonist, I feel. She's a tiny beach bed with eating dates. What does that mean? Okay. Yeah, she's cute, Smooch. Alright. Who's next? Okay, I like her. She looks cool. You know, a good Hime cut is always a plus. I like her a lot, actually. Let's see if the lore sticks the landing. Running after is the maximum speed. You'll be faster than anyone, faster than a deer, even a pronghorn. A pronghorn? What's a pronghorn? Okay. Imagine it. It must be a funny thing. She's cool. She's straight as an arrow. Oh no. And she's hard-headed, for she's Captain Straight Line in pursuit of the maximum speed. The stiff-necked Uma Musume simple-mindedly and stoically charges forward on her path to the peak of fastness. Unless she's the fastest, she'd be faster than anyone. In other words, she'd be the one with the maximum speed. Anyway, she's undeniably honest, straightforward, being the okay, she's unfortunately kinda boring. But she's very hot, sex tier. There we go. Cesario. Okay. The design looks a little plain. I'll not give up this tiara. It's time for me to show the way. Cesario is a Uma Musume of intelligence and compassion. Influenced by her father, a famous trainer and mother, who is passionate about education, she holds a great interest in nurturing the next generation of Uma Musume who come after her. She shows retired tiara-winning Uma Musume as her ideal type, since she learned that they also focus on being role models to younger Uma Musume. According to her best friend, whom she rooms with, she has a very clear on-off routine. Okay, I mean, alright, she's collecting feather. I have no idea what that is. Some comedy dramas. Yeah, she's a little plain tier. Alright, next one has a hat, which is funny. Cheval Gran. Okay, she's a sailor. Cheval Gran. Ooh, I love her star cape. That's cool. You know, I need a star cape. Definitely should add a little stars to my cape in the next VTuber model that I make. Oh, PNG model, quote unquote. Cheval Gran, you know, I know this may seem like a bit of a stretch, but someday I'll do my best to be great. No, I will be great. You know what? I vibe with her. Ambitious with a timid heart, aiming to become a great Uma Musume, she's introverted, withdrawn, has an inferiority complex about her talented older and younger sisters. She spends her time working hard to hopefully surpass them both one day and have her own abilities acknowledged. She's not on bad terms with either of her siblings, but they both have a glamorous temperament, which makes her a bit out of place when they're together. Okay, she's cool. She mumbles in her sleep, that's unfortunate. On certain occasions, she calls her childhood friend in Australia. Okay. Hmm. I don't know. I think she's kind of cool. Kind of cool. I'm going to ruin the Star Cave for you by pointing out it looks a lot like something straight out of Genshin. Kinda, I guess. But I feel like I'm not about to let Genshin uh, appropriate star capes. That's a Toho thing, first and foremost. But yeah, it kind of looks a bit Genshin. It's fine. We can't all be perfect. I don't know. I kind of like her. Ah, screw it. Wife tier. She's charming. And I like the hatch. Chronogenesis. Is this the long-awaited sequel to Chrono Trigger? I wish. Okay, she's pretty. To carve into history a passionate moment in my own legs. That is my dream. Reserve Uma Musume with a passion for studying history. Oh no, it's Chroma! In particular, she is the most interested in the history of racing and the heartfelt drama weaved together by the dreams of Uma Musume and their trainers. She is so fond of it that she likes to get invested in predicting the results of upcoming races or taking her large camera to racetracks on a weekly basis. Okay, she's alright. I think she's a smooch tier. She is pretty. Alright, Kopano Riki. Lucky charm that brings victory. Alright, big yellow dress. I like that. Riki Lucky, a caring feng shui girl. A bright and cheerful person generally stated to be a very lucky girl. Her knowledge of feng shui goes deep and is all truly real. She has adopted feng shui not just in her daily life, but also while training and during races. She wants to make everyone happy with her feng shui power. Not only that, but her advice for bringing good fortune seems to be well received. Okay, I mean, feng shui, sure. Yeah, smooch tier. I do like the dress too. Big yellow dress. Kuren Okay. I don't know if I'm finishing this today because there's a lot of girls, but I want to at least get to our Gao gold ship, then I'll be happy. Alright, ooh, that looks so pretty, the inner flowers inside. Oh, there's even a little bit on her ear. I like that. Brilliant bouquet for you. I promise one day to arrange a bouquet that befits you. An overwhelmingly kind-hearted Uma Musume who likes tending to flowers and flower arrangement. She's thoughtful and yielding, considering others' feelings before her own. This, combined with some of her peers from the same generation having a stronger impression, often results in her being left out of the spotlight, but her prowess is nevertheless legitimate. She is but a single flower, but she is one that firmly belongs in the bouquet that is an era. Okay. Honestly, why does she have so little information? She doesn't like the underside of shiitake mushrooms. Okay, she's unusually good at balancing games. Hmm. I like her quite a bit. I she has the vibes of the troll from Monster Girl uh, Encyclopedia. I won't say Monster Girl Mondays. Wouldn't be wrong. Very flowery kind girl, and I really like the black and white. I really fuck with this design actually. It's really good. Yeah, no, she's wife tier, easy. I guess she must be new because here she still has her. I guess that explains why she has so little information. I don't know, she might be. Hmm. But I heard. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, she might be my favorite design of the Mamusume I've seen. Well, we still have a few to go. Kuren-chan. Okay, definitely seen her before, I think. Shining star of pure cuteness. You need lots of love and attention, okay? You think of cute, you think of Kuren-chan, and when you think of Kuren-chan, you think of the selfie goddess boasting over 3 million followers on. Oh boy, she's a Instagram e-girl. Realizing just how adorable she was from the moment she was born, she's used her natural charm to bend her parents and turn the light to her wings. Thanks to that, she is able to climb the social ladder of life with ease to show everyone just how cute she is. She kinda sucks. She kinda sucks. The design is okay. I like the black and red. Mm, but she kinda sucks. Bottom tier. Next. Daichi Ruby. Okay. Ooh, I like the drill hair. Very cute. Victory is a must. An Musume of a brilliant family. She's the daughter of a noble family whose name is well known around the world. She always tries to behave in a noble manner. The fitting of her family name and her solemn words and actions often give the impression of being someone unapproachable. Okay, so she's an Ojo-sama kind of. I don't know. She's not exactly like. She's giving me daughter tier. If you. Yeah, I think she's daughter tier. There you go. All right. Daitaku Helios. Ugh, don't like this design at all. I'm gonna be honest. Don't like it at all. Good vibes only. For real. No cap. All right, next. Daiwa Scarlet. Yeah, that's a very plain design. Here her colors below her hair. The hair is alright, I suppose. Beyond arrogant, this hothead hates to lose. Beyond arrogant? Okay, she doesn't give me the vibes of beyond arrogant. Well, she kind of gives me vibes of main girl in like one of those very anime RPGs, you know. Kind of has that vibe. the tsundere best friend, childhood friend with secret feelings. Anyways, unyielding, strong-willed, and cheeky, she wants to be number one in everything she does. Okay, she usually plays the role of the perfect mild-mannered honor student. The truth is, she hates losing more than anything. She'll help her be number one. She'll go through any training, no matter how grueling. She sees her rather showy roommate Vodka as both her motivation and rival. Vodka? Okay, interested. Yeah, this one's just kinda nothing. Plain here. Alright, who's next? Dance Flame. Okay, that's alright. Dance Flame's a good. There's a quote, I guess. Even though there's a lot of amazing Musume, it'll be start the show one day. It'll be nice if that happens. Dance Flame. Wasn't she in the movie we watched? She was like that third wheel girl that we kept making fun of, that Uma Bomber kept making fun of specifically. Dance Flame is a good-natured Musume who often goes along with the whims of others. But now extremely confident in herself, she works very hard in the hopes that she can run races forever. Because she can easily sway, she's usually pushed around by her unique peers. Oh, that was Meisha Dotto? Okay, I don't remember who Dance Flame is then. Oh well. Plain tier. Okay, next one must be on the newer ones then. Daring Heart. What's her race outfit look like? Okay, I guess it's daring. Refuse to lose. You're looking at me, Queen of the Future. Numa Musume who grew up in the United States. Oh no, she's American. Daring Heart has a personality befitting a leader. She loves to stand out from the crowd and is usually surrounded by a lot of people. Her self-confidence is extremely strong, bringing a pride that makes her reluctant to show her weakness to others. Carrying her weapon in the form of her strong heart, she aims to become the Queen of the Triple Tiara. Okay, she's alright, I guess. Reptile Cafe, what's that? She's a shark movie enthusiast. We haven't watched any shark movies yet, right? We should at least throw a few shitty shark movies in the list for us to watch. I think that could be fun. Is Jaws on the list? And I feel like that would be, but we need like some really shitty stuff. Alright, she's okay. She's okay, Smooch tier. Alright, Daring Pact. Okay, she's pretty. Bit of an ice queen, I guess. For all that raised me, the harsh nature and warm people. Cheerful, polite, and strong-minded Momosume who grew up in the harsh but beautiful wilderness. She trains day and night in order to achieve her dream and proving the magnificence of her homeland, which nurtured her. She's often seen heading off to the mountains with her senior Daring Heart. Okay, so she's kinda like she grew in the wilderness. That's not very specific. She's written down her dreams on paper and stuck it on the ceiling above her head, her badge. Okay. When she's playing her handmade wooden flute, little birds start singing. Ah, that's cute. Okay. Oh, she's not even here, it seems. Chunu. Yeah, Chunu. Maybe she's at the bottom. Is she one of these? No. Oh no, she's right here. Okay. Yeah, she's much, I suppose. It's fine. Dream Journey. Oh no, that looks chroma. That looks very chroma. For a better trip, thorough preparations are mandatory. Let's proceed with the utmost caution and care. A suave model student and an older sister to a Fevre, heavily influenced by a certain Big Sis. What Big Sis? She met in her childhood. She runs in races with the purpose seeing the journey's end she talked about. She seems to be remarkably considerate, treating everyone with courtesy, wearing a gentle smile on her face. But perhaps. Oh, one of the secrets is redacted. Okay. Oh, she do not touch, do not touch. Oh no, she's like, hmm, hmm. She reminds me of someone that I would not like to be reminded of with the do not touch stuff, but hmm. It is a pretty cool design. I don't know what to do with this one. She is not for me. There you go. Duramente. Okay, she's cool. She's cool. She looks like she's going to like throw fire at you or something. Duramente. Or if you want to be extra Brazilian, duramente. My goal is not victory, but to become the strongest, or much more than that. The most powerful blood flows through her body, product of prestigious family. A little Momosume with a promising future, born from a prestigious family known for producing many excellent athletic Momosume. She is usually quite serious and stoic, but when a race is in front of her, her fighting spirit takes over and she shows her wild side. She has been close friends with Air Groove from a very young age. Okay. I forgot which one Air Groove is. She's actually a ray of sunshine. When she wears glasses, they tend. Uh, oh, so she's a glasses girl. Okay. You have like an outfit with that? I guess not. Hmm. She's okay. She's pretty good, I would even say. Sex tier. Alright. Yeah, we're approaching the stream here, I suppose. Let's just get to Gold Ship and then we'll call it a day. We can always come back to this one. Okay, next up is Durandal. Okay, ooh. Kind of a toreador outfit. I like that. My holy sword shines with swift brilliance. It cuts down all who would oppose you. And Durandal, a knight of oath and loyalty. Oh, she's a knight. A chivalrous Musume who values manners above all else. She seeks to have a keenly cutting spurt that is as sharp as a blade. Conducting herself as a splendid knight, like the ones in fables, she seems to be dreaming of a faithful encounter with a king worthy of her loyalty. A trainer ordained by fate, in other words. She puts in conscious effort to maintain a gallant and elegant demeanor in her daily life. Okay, I mean, yeah, I think it's an easy sex tier. Do like a cool night girl. Okay. Asian Flash. Alright. Remain rigorous and exact in all that you do and never stray from the recipe. Everything she does according to her plan, a solid and diligent diligent and methodical exchange student in Germany. Everything she does is planned. It's planned and scheduled, and I guess it's supposed to end scheduled down to the second. She likes to bake sweets as a hobby, and her precise nature may have a reason due to the unforgiving nature of measuring errors in baking. Oh, she's a cook. She's a baker. However, the same meticulousness made her quick to panic when unexpected events of officials arrive. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, she's fun. I I think I think sex tier. Got some nice titties at least. And she's a baker, which is fun. Who's next? El Condor Pass. I definitely heard his name before. Okay. She's funny. Soaring towards victory with the heart of a wrestler. Alice, the world's strongest North American phantom bird, the vivacious and quirky lucha libre. Masked luchadora, well, she's not wearing much of a mask. She's always hyped up and ready to wrestle. She has ultimate confidence that she's the world's strongest Umamusume and loves to proclaim that fact to anyone who lends an ear. Her mask is a present from her pro wrestler father, and she insists on keeping it on all times, no matter what. Her best friend and roommate, Graz Wonder, constantly scolds her for being too reckless. Okay, she's alright, I suppose. I'm feeling enough for me. Okay. Epiphania. Sure. Okay, I guess she must be one of the new ones. Faye whispered to me to go now, go straight, and go fast. A mysterious voice that leads her to the right path, the so-called voice of fate, constantly whispers to her, allegedly, and that's why I'm destined to lead everyone. Led by this belief and brimming with vitality, she pulls everyone along with overwhelming force. Her enthusiasm is often too strong, and it leads to a wild ride, pulling them in all the wrong directions, but those little mishaps add to her charm. She's funny. Favorite food's the galette de roi. I have no idea what that is. Okay. Yeah, she seems like fun. She seems like fun. Oh, she must be like down here somewhere. I'm not seeing her. Maybe she's too new. I guess. Oh no, wait. I think that's her. Wait, if I. Yeah, no, that is her. Okay. Yeah, she's fine. I'll say Smooch tier. Alright, who's next? Espoir City. Okay, ooh, I like her. Bring it on, I'll show you my strength. Espoir City is a rebellious gal who's always itching for a challenge. She's particularly defiant towards anyone in position of leadership and runs races with great gusto in order to show who's really number one. She's often troubled by the fact that she tends to show a lot of her weaknesses when she's putting up her strong front. Okay, she's charming. Doesn't like popping candy. Sees sweets being sold with lottery price tickets. She can't help but buy them. Okay. I see. I also dislike personality tests. Yeah, she's not quite wife tier, but definitely sex tier. Okay. Phenomenal. Must resist making a joke. Patrols complete. The perimeter is all clear, and now shift to guard duty in the academy premises. What? Umamusume with a strong sense of justice, serves in the public discipline committee. She patrols the streets daily and helps out locals volunteer work, becoming known as a friendly officer, neighbor who can count on. Is what will happen if you weren't for her extraordinarily sharp eyes, her fiery glares that terrify children. That's a weird concept for an Umamusume. She often stumbles upon relocating families of ducks. Okay. Alright. I don't know about this one. Jet Black Monster. Yeah, I don't know about this one. She can be. I'm thinking plain tier. Alright, who else we have? Fine Motion. Okay, cute outfit. Shelter Lady, excited to make memories that will last a lifetime. Rebel Racing or the culture itself, must learn more about this lovely place. Lady of a distinguished family, there's rumored to be royalty. She has come to Thracian as an exchange student from Ireland. Oh, she's Irish. Perhaps due to a sheltered childhood, she's very curious about everything. She can lead to some sticky situations. She hopes to make a lot of memories with the academy. Okay. I'm thinking daughter tier with this one. Yeah, she seems very daughter tier. Daughter tier. There you go. Just a friendly girl. Forever young. Alright. Reputation kinda like an investment, bit of a self-branding. She's a capitalist. Innovative Musume who boasts that she will revolutionize the world of Musume. Wielding traits like the vitality of a Gyaru, logical thinking, fostered by watching races and businesses from all around the world at a young age, extraordinary creativity as her weapons. She's working towards her project day after day, and aside her birthday apparently coincides with a certain anniversary in the world. Which one? I don't know. She can sleep with any kind of pillow. Well, Missy vibes. Yeah, she does have a little bit of Missy vibes, but not nearly as good a design as Swire. I'll say plain tier probably. Okay, Fuji Kiseki. Okay, she's fancy. The opening in the chest area seems a little bit against the vibe they're going for. That's Pokezoshi from the movie. Who's Poke again? Yeah, the name doesn't really ring a bell. Don't cry, my darling pony. If there's something on your mind, speak. Holiday service, the classiest racer around. I don't know. There's a lot of classy racers around here, and I wouldn't say she's the classiest. Oh, Jungle Pocket, the protagonist. Okay, I barely remember what she looks like, but yeah, I remember her kind of. Allies at your service, the classiest racer around, a dashing performer who never hesitates to take another runner gently by the hand. You won't catch her flirting, however. Instead, she helps her dear ponies in her capacity as leader of Rito Dormitory. As a runner, she hopes to captivate audiences, just like her mother, stage actress, her ultimate stage, the Triple Crown. She can make a dove appear a top hat. Can top hat appear nothing. That's fun. Yeah, it doesn't really do much for me. Thinking, yeah, I think she's kind of plain tier. Furioso. Okay, very kunoichi, I guess. Let's start training. I have a reason as to why I cannot lose. Special student hailing from Funabashi Thracian Academy. Although sincere and quiet most of the time, there is nobody who loves Funabashi more than her. I have no idea what it is. She was raised there her entire life. In order to prove that Funabashi has some serious strength, she has but one goal in mind as she steps into Thracian Academy to beat the competition and overrule Central Racing. Likes jellyfish. She can tell whether or not a carrot's from Funabashi. It's like making Funabashi the beginning and end of her personality. I don't know about this, man. Okay. Patch crayfish. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Should be plain. Okay, who's this? Fusaichi Pandora. Okay, she's cute. Bit of a cheerleader design. Gift of hope. It's totes gonna work out. I mean, you're talking to genies, Showery praise, calling her a genius since birth. This girl has grown healthy and strong in terms of body, mind, self-confidence, becoming a lovable Mamusume. She enjoys a carefree life in the academy, her confident qualities shining through all the same since enrollment, but she might be a teensy bit too generous to herself. It's like self-review sessions. Okay, she is, she's too confident on herself. I can respect that kind of girl. Like just about everything. It's like anything too difficult to know. Okay. She's self-proclaimed lottery expert. Secret's drawing from the bottom. Whenever she spots a pillow that looks rather good, she ends up buying on the spot. So she's a genius girl. Is overconfident. I like that. Has an appeal. Design feels not good enough for a wife tier, but definitely sex tier. There you go. And Gentildona. Okay, she's fancy. I'll look for herself, see what a truly strong competitor looks like. Strength righteous, an Umamusume who believes that abilities are above all else. Shows no leniency whatsoever, not to herself, and certainly not to others, appearing almost coldly ruthless. No words for the losers, that is the essence of the noble lady Gentildona. Okay. She can pulverize walnuts with her toes. Okay. Hang on a second. She has a closet at her parents' house for her ear cover collection. Alright. Strong toes. Yeah, I think this one's Yeah, if you are into feet, I'm sure that's probably like a huge plus, but I think she's not for me. Okay, Gold City. Alright, cool style. Right now, just a pretty face, but not for long. Blunt racer, and the gold standard in racing and beauty. Beauty, the likes of which will only appear once every 100 years. She's been a model for as long as she can remember and has always acted the part. She realized one day, however, that running is her true heart's desire. Since then, she has raced ever forward so that she may be recognized not for her looks but for her talent. She's understood most by her good friend Tosin Jordan. Okay. Alright, so she's a model. Gold City! Yeah, I never heard of her. I guess she must be a meme or something. Her alarm clock is set to ring every 2 minutes. That sounds awful. When browsing closer cosmetics, she thinks of the people whose items would suit most. Okay. Good at handling roller coasters that focus on speed. Isn't that all? Roller coasters? Okay, if she dislikes waking up early, why is her alarm clock set to ring every 2 minutes? I don't know, that sounds troublesome. She's okay to. Yeah, I'll say at least as much. And then we get to the goat, to the queen, goat ship. Fun is fun, right? Right? Wild and unpredictable, the Golden Runner isn't like anybody else. An unpredictable firebrand born with an extra helping of free spirit. She's prone to some dramatic swings in mood, motivation. One moment she could be setting up an elaborate punchline, and the next you would be hard-pressed to get her to move. She seems to get along with anyone and everyone, but it's unclear how she views her bonds with others. Truly, one could call her Grayson's greatest mischief maker. Good subject, parapsychology. She is quirky. very good at trivia quizzes. She constantly lies about important things, but hardly ever about the things that matter. She's fun. I don't know. I really love Gold Chip. She's unstable. Look, all I'm saying is we got here, we got through what? Like, hang on. We got through like, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, wait, hang on. Let's do this smartly. 7 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7 times 6 is 42. 43, 44. Okay, so 45 girls today, and not a single one comes anywhere close to being as hot as she is. Like, come on. I'm just not seeing it. Maybe the hotness is backloaded, but she's just the best. I mean, come on. Rage bait content, I'm happy to provide. Anyways, wife tier, easy. There's still a lot of them, too. Still a lot of them. I'll probably return to this some other time whenever I need to fill time and nobody's paying me to do anything. I will say, too, Flower Girl, I forgot her name. She's the one, the hard name to say, right? Kuren Bukedor. She is probably my favorite design of them all. Really, really fell in love with this design. But yeah, Gold Chip's still the hottest. What can I say? The moment you see Orfevre, you know she's a name character, even if you have no idea who Orfevre is. We will find out in due time. This was fun to do. Fun little stream. Fun little silly random stream. And I got some money out of it, which is always good. So I guess about time I call it a day. Call it a night. I'll probably go back to play more Ultima. But yeah, next time we're going to start Terranigma for real now. Yakman and Chroma will be there, and it's going to be fun probably. And yeah, but definitely do more random streams like this because it's pretty fun. And I like just fucking around and doing silly things. So I will probably upload this VOD to YouTube. I mean, I didn't watch anything that would get me copyright struck, I don't think. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here then. Gold Chip still the hottest. Don't at me. Bye bye, and see you on Friday. Bye bye.